It's a new year, and many of you may be reading through the Bible. You've got your own plan in place. Mine is called the Discipleship Journal Book at a Time Bible Reading Plan. And right now it's got me going through the Proverbs as well as Leviticus. But in the Proverbs, you probably know this, that it's a book about wisdom. And the authors of Proverbs kind of drop little nuggets here and there and everywhere on how to live a life of wisdom. And in the New Testament, James has been called the New Testament equivalent to the Proverbs, because James sort of does the same thing. He goes from topic to topic, giving instructions on how to live. And James even has a brief section concerning wisdom, though there are other places in the book that talk about wisdom. And it's that brief section that I want to present to you today. So this is James chapter 3, verses 13 through 18. And this is what he writes. He says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his works in the meekness of wisdom." So we get a hint here. Wisdom is characterized with meekness. "But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above." He says this kind of wisdom is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. Disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. Sounds like something else is about to come down from above. Jack Nelson is a little rowdy, but that's one of the benefits of working from home. So in this passage, we're reminded of this dichotomy, that there is wisdom from above, and there's also wisdom that's earthly and demonic. And we want to gravitate toward wisdom that's from above, because what wisdom that is earthly and demonic results in is disorder, every vile practice. And so first of all, if we would be truly wise, we must, it says, first be pure, right? We must set aside any selfish ambition. We must combat any bitter jealousy within us. And we must first be pure and peaceable. We're seeking peace and reconciliation. It says we must be gentle and not harsh, open to reason and not closed off and stuck in our ways, unwilling to even consider what the other side has to say. He says that we must be full of mercy and good fruits. Jesus said, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." So it's good to be full of mercy and good fruits. To be impartial and sincere. Sincere rather than manipulative, and impartial rather than biased in our own opinions and ways. And what's the result? We get this harvest of righteousness that's sown in peace by those who make peace. And so the purpose of this kind of wisdom is leaning toward peace. And so as you think about this passage, maybe in conjunction with our memory verse of the month, how can this kind of wisdom help us to put away our anger? How can this kind of wisdom help us to live peaceable lives? You know, in James chapter 1, James tells us, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him." And so may we together plead with God for wisdom like this, that we might live in peace.